Alright, Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, and Harmon's telling me a story about the dinosaur. And
So it's about a Spinosaurus and a Gigantosaurus. They've hated each other for years ever since they first met, but they haven't been able to kill each other because one of them always outsmarts the other. Like one time the Spinosaurus was about to kill the Gigantosaurus until he swung his tail all over and created a dust storm and ran away, leaving a trail of dust behind with all these footprints, which led about 100 miles. And then they see each other again, but this time he's drinking water and the Spinosaurus noticed him before he noticed him. And then the sail went down underwater and then there's this big splash. But the Gigantosaurus drinking water, all of a sudden the Spinosaurus jumps out from the water and drags him in the water. With it being like they're clung together. All of a sudden the Spinosaurus gets kicked in the jaw. With him having trouble breathing, he has to beat the Gigantosaurus to get the breath of air. The Gigantosaurus doing that first. He chews up the jaws. This being hard, he has to kick the Spinosaurus' leg until he gets up from almost being broken. With them always hurting each other bad, all of a sudden he disappears, and before you can blink an eye, he jumps out from a rock, and then he bites the spine, pulling it down. He tosses him in the water, waiting over 30 seconds of a bite. With him breathing longer than expected, all of a sudden he turns around and swats him, and he falls almost up. He's at the edge of a cliff. With him about to fall if he makes one wrong step. He has to push the Spinosaurus forward instead of him pushing him towards the cliff, the end of the cliff. And all of a sudden, boom! He goes, almost getting hit. The Spinosaurus, however, knows that it's going to be dangerous because there's going to be some rocks he'll land on in the river. So, with them both trying not to hurt each other, all of a sudden, they both fall on each other. With the Spinosaurus almost being crushed by about like 5. I don't know. I can't estimate how a Gigantosaurus weighs. I have to always go on documentaries and watch. I can't. This very heavy reptile almost smashes his ribs, and then with him on his back, he's unconscious, the Spinosaurus, and with him ready to dump him off, he dumps him off the cliff, and he wakes up in half of his fall, and then he just roaring. With him having to know where to land and know where those rocks are, he swam past this river, so it's a 50-50 chance he'll survive. All of a sudden, whack! He goes in the water, almost breaking his spine. He hits a rock, but he's still okay. With him going underwater, the Gigantosaurus walks down to the bottom to see if he can find a dead body. Instead of finding a dead body, he almost gets dragged into the river again. He gets his face smashed into a rock, then the Spinosaurus gets his face smashed. And all of a sudden, before he can turn around, boom! He gets his jaw almost broken. But the Spinosaurus having to get out, he makes a rush for it. Faster than the Gigantosaurus get out, faster than the Gigantosaurus could see. But the Gigantosaurus winning the battle, he yells in his roar. His roar says, "Chicken!" Because he doesn't want to come back. even after he almost broke his ribs. With him turning around, he goes back to having his drinking festival.
A drinking festival.
That's what I call it. He just drinks that.
You're gonna get drunk, huh?
That's what he was.
A real dinosaur bacalalia.
And if there's all you can drink is the water, and the reason why was he got a bellyache from drinking too much water and not having anything to
We
eat.
gotta go in and read now.
I know. And then it took 2 days to get rid of that bellyache.
Alright. Say goodbye.